Welcome. As per usual, Alfred here, and this is my first recording for this brand new year, even though it's only the 14th, halfway through the year. Rather halfway through January, the first month. And so far, for me, won't go much in details, but it's been good as usual. Challenges here and there, but I will not complain much. 2021 is going to be more productive year. Excuse me. A year where plenty of action will be taken. It should be taken by me, at least. First recording, as I noted, for this year, and first of many I'll show you. Today, I'm going to discuss self-knowledge. My thing is that for a man to advance, for a man to develop his essence, his self, his what I would call oasis, or how Buddha would put it, nirvana, where he can reach nirvana. A key component to that is self-knowledge. For me, that's one of them. I'm sure there's a lot of components to that, but self-knowledge is one key that needs to be there. Man needs that in order to advance in whatever he endeavors into. Ultimately, all knowledge that an individual will seek leads to self-knowledge. All knowledge that is sought by the man, and deep inside he thinks that this somehow will help him, will lead to self-knowledge. Whether you seek it in books, podcasts, radio, TV shows, social media, YouTube, wherever, it should say something about you, but ultimately it should reveal things about you. Now, these things that will be revealed to you should give you a clear picture of who you are and who you want to be. That should be there should be a purpose of yours, where you develop into the exact being that you wish to be. The Almighty has already put whatever you need into you, whatever equipment, whatever knowledge, whatever that you need in order to advance, in order to develop. You have it within you, or at least you have the means to get it. It's never far from you, never. The only problem is that most of the time is that we seek things that we desire at that moment, which are usually short term desires, so they don't really do much for us in the long term. Yeah, at times we need to reflect, we need to release our stress, we need to, you know, do a thing that will make us more relaxed, but we should make sure that that shouldn't be the norm. If you're going to be someone who's always partying, always going to the bar, always chasing women, and that's your MO, then you're distracting yourself from your main cause. Some may call it a calling, some may call it your talent, your blessings, whatever it is. You should make sure that you are not really off course from that. Now, self-knowledge, self-seeking is something tough. I should warn people that it's not something that just comes easy. This is because usually there's a war within us. Whether you can put it as Jesus and Satan, good, Eve versus evil, your moralities, your ethics, your principles, conflicting, however you're gonna put it. All that may be true, or it is true. But all in all, that once you have that self-knowledge, you know what you need. That will make the battles inside of you easier to handle. The demons inside you are not stronger than you. The problem is a lot of people give up on themselves and they let those demons control them. As a human being, as a man, you have control over your environment. Yes, there are some things you have no control over, but most of the things you can, especially what is in your head, what is in you. You have control over that, your thoughts, your direction in life. Ultimately, at least, you still can do something about it. Whatever war is fought inside of you, if you're going to distract yourself and ignore it, it will manifest within your environment out of you. And this is why a lot of people have a very chaotic life. That's because they run away from what is inside of them, and that now manifest out of them in a way. They may attract people who abuse them, abuse their kindness, or people just take advantage of them, or they themselves will just be chaotic, go out there and then be destructive, spread rumors, just mongering and all that. This is to say that make sure before you try and create an environment that you think you deserve, an environment out of you that you think is conducive for you, and that will be I like to say, your oasis, your heaven, your sanctuary, right? Make sure that inside here first, it is calm. Your battles inside there, at least you have won some of them. I'm not going to lie, it's an ongoing battle. It's a war. Controlling yourself, controlling your vices, being able to to calm, to be more calm in hard situations. It's an everyday ongoing battle. But the more you try and at least win these battles, in whatever way, going to therapy, counseling, seeing a psychologist, being more positive, and really listening to your inside, the more you at least try and do that and not run away, not escape, then the more you have the ability to win these battles, and the more your environment becomes much more conducive, not only to you but to others too. And this is how you'll be drawing more people to you, people that understand you. The more people, the people who now are more conducive to your environment and not toxic people. If it's toxic in the inside, then to be toxic in the outside too. You should remember that. So everybody knows how they can come about their knowledge. They know how they can try and develop their own system to reach that promised land, as I can put it. And how do you do that? You study yourself. You study people who have come before you. You study your spiritual path. Whatever spiritual path you decide to take, that should also guide you. People should not push you around and tell you what to do. You can ask for advice, you can take counseling, but ultimately it will be up to you to really, really make those hard decisions. So, to conclude, knowing yourself means that you are conquering yourself. And if you conquer your thoughts, you're able to control, take more control of yourself. That is your vices. Everybody has vices, whether it's your disadvantages, your advantages, or those minor things that that usually set you back. Those things, everybody has those. I'm not going to go into details about those because everybody has a weakness, and you have to know your weaknesses in order to at least try and to be able to better understand yourself. Knowing your weakness is very, very important. It's just as much as knowing your strength. All this ultimately comes to knowing thyself. And from there you can take it further. I think I'm going to stop there for today. I'm reaching the 15-minute mark. This has been my first broadcast in about 3 or 4 weeks, which is not a good thing for me. I have to keep on doing this in a constant basis, but from now on this is going to be a regular thing. Anyway, this has been Alfred once again. Thank you for tuning in Wakati Avenue, and hope you're gonna tune in for the for the rest of my upcoming videos, and I'm gonna sign out here. Thank you once again, and more knowledge to you. Cheers.